genius of rock and roll.
Well, hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I am your host, the amazing Super Chris Mallard. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be doing some interesting things, trying to do stuff. I don't know if it's going to work yet. I don't know. We'll find out. You know, it's going to be fun. I suspect, I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, looks like you can hear me. I think, my friends, the tech gremlins are going to light upon us in a fashion you have never seen, like a gaggle of hens on a gaggle of June bugs. It's going to be ugly and unfortunate today, but we're going to somehow get through it. Okay, we'll be back in just a minute. You know, I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen. We'll be here. Let's do this.
Mi burrito es tan bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco bueno, it stings like a bee. They told me she was his sister, now I'm plagued between the knees. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs.
All right. Hello and welcome this morning. Hello and welcome this morning. Hope you can hear me. Just a little double there. I'm working on some new tech. Like I mentioned a few minutes ago, the tech gremlins are going to be upon us, like ugly on a stick. Here is my lovely co-host, Ryan Real. Good morning, Ryan. How are you doing? Okay, hold on just a second. They cannot hear you. Speak for me.
Speaking, and I'm going to keep speaking, and I won't stop speaking. Do you
now
like that?
they can hear you.
Okay.
You know, once they get the system up, you know, and get it all set up and everything's going, they should be able to hear you. I should be able to hear you. Excellent. Good morning, Dion Lachey. Good morning. That's a cool name. Let me real quick. I'm going to say hi to Ryan. How's Ryan doing this morning? Did you have a good evening last night?
I did. I got to watch the movie. We watched a little of Stargate Universe. And we were, while we were watching it, we were also playing with Shrinky Dinks. So we had fun.
Oh, good. Fun for the whole family. What's a Shrinky Dink? I don't know what Shrinky Dink is.
Okay, so it's shrink plastic. You draw on it and then you put it in the oven. You remember as a kid?
Well, I never did that. We were too poor to have shrink plastic to just go
Are you for
wasting.
real,
No, I'm
Steve?
kidding. I've never played it. Never played it. No idea. So you
Yeah,
shrink
so
it up?
it's like thin plastic that just feels like a piece of paper practically.
Mhm.
And you draw on it, like say you draw something this big, when you put it in the oven, it'll come down to like a third of its size,
Oh,
and it's
really?
thicker, so it could be a piece of jewelry, whatever you want it to be.
Wow. I never have I ever heard of that.
Now you know.
Good morning. I hope you're doing okay. We'll talk about the movie here in just a minute. We'll talk about, the normal things, how your week went, how the weekend is going, that sort of thing. Let me check something though. We've got to recheck. A couple things are going on, my friends. One is that I got the voting system up for the new movie. So, or the new thing. So if you want to vote on what movie we watch or for next Friday Sci-Fi, there's a link in the top of the chat. Go to that link and it'll let you vote. The first 5 who go to that link will be able to put in what movie they choose. Okay. You'll be able to choose a movie for one of the first 5 to go. You get to choose the movie, the options. Okay. After that, it'll automatically go over to where you get to vote. So now here's the way it's going to work. It'll start on Tuesday is when it'll start. Tuesday morning, the poll will start and it'll go at 7:00 when our show starts. So I'll come on, I'll say, okay, we know what our movie is from last week. This week, the polls are open. Go vote, go be the first ones there. And you can choose what movie we watch, that sort of thing. And then it'll go until Tuesday, the next week at 6 a.m. And for you guys, an hour before the show. An hour before the show, it'll tally up what movie was chosen. And that movie will be emailed to me. And then whenever we start the show, I'll reveal that to everybody. Like, it's Tuesday, this Friday, we're going to be watching this. This is what the people chose. You have spoken.
Love it.
We're going to do that. And then, the whole system will hopefully be automatical and all that stuff. Let me know if you have any problems. Now, John Hudson, if John Hudson is there, John voted this morning.
John.
And I can't remember what he voted for. Because I'm a bad person. My memory is shorter than my dick, for what that's worth. So I saw it. I do remember seeing it as like a one-word movie thing. Anyway, but then I hadn't really gotten the parameters of the reset thing done.
Passengers?
And I got an email going, no, it was not. I got an email going, the poll has been reset. And I was like, oh, shit. So I went and looked and I never got it. So John missed the opportunity. Now we have five votes. Already 5 nominations for next week's movie, and I can tell you what the choices are so you can go vote, okay? The choices are 2001, A Space Odyssey. That's, I can't say I've ever watched that all the way through. It's really fantastic from a sci-fi perspective, it's a classic, blah, 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 open the pod bay door, Hal. I was like, fuck you, you're gonna die. Open the pod bay door, Hal. Anyway, all right, so 2001 A Space Odyssey was submitted by Joanne Marie. Miss Joanne, if you're watching. Joanne's cool. Zarkroz has nominated the movie Poor Things. We'll check it out. Nefarious has been nominated by Papa Bear. Wow, Papa Bear, get in there. The Divine Being has chosen Passengers.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Left-Handed Jedi says Predators Badlands. So those are the choices. I even have some form of link, I believe. Let me go. Do I have a link? I thought I have a link. I have a link. It's new stuff, all right? It's new. Let me go see if we have. So I can see now the things over there. I can't see if it's got any, how many votes they have yet, though. It may not even tell me. Oh, responses. None yet. No response. Okay, so we've got just enough nominations. Now it's going to should turn over to the voting. So if you don't mind testing it out, guys, let me know. Hit that link up at the top, and we're just testing out our new systems. We've got a couple of things we're going to be testing out today, my friends. One of them is this movie poll thing. So get in there, vote early, vote often. Like the conservatives like to say, vote early, vote often. And anyway, just help us decide what movie. Now, the other thing that I've got going on, I want to ask you guys, if you don't mind, those out in the chat, if you don't mind, go ahead and help me test our alert system. If you're familiar with it, if you know, you know. Hook us up and help us test the alert system. Okay. I'll explain why in a minute. Mi burrito está no bueno. Link is prompting me to nominate a title. Well, give it a try. Try putting something in, Ember, and it may take you to the, you know what, it's already chosen of the movies and roll you on over. Or if you're choosing something that's already been chosen, or if you're trying to vote again, it'll kick you out. It's pretty smart. It's smarter than I am. And it's just a little poll. Left-handed Jedi said alert, and I don't see the alert going yet. Sometimes it may take it a moment. The reason why I'm saying this is because I recently installed, no, I should hear it if nothing else. I have the power to even make Miss Ryan hear it. But because we're going to start taking calls on the show, I had to install Voice Meter Banana. Voice Meter Banana is a really good program, especially you got a lot of audios in, a lot of audios out, and you want to mix them together. And I want this person to be able to hear this person and not be able to hear this one, and I'd be able to push a button, and these people can't hear nothing. It's really good, but it's really kind of complicated. I'm pretty nerdy, and I've used it before, so I got it set up yesterday. I think I've got it really going. We should be okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to test it, and I'm going to pretend we actually have a caller. Okay, are y'all with me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to, later on, we'll do the caller thing. I'm not quite ready to fire that up yet. Right now, we're just testing the noise to make sure, possibly, when it comes in, you can hear it. All right, so what we're going to do, boopy-see, 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 boop. All right, so that's that. Let me make it to where, all right, I'm going to make it the caller heard. Okay, so now the caller will be heard. Oh. I'd be like, I'm talking. You have to listen. I'm talking. You can't hear. You can't talk anymore. So we mute them. I've got a mute button. I've got the perfect mute button situation. So the voting, well, where's the voting? There should be a link. Theoretically, there should be a link underneath there. And, that's good to know. I was able to test it from home, but let's see if it still says 0 responses. So the link may suck and be broken. Let me go here. Yeah, it may not work. I'll have to obviously work on that later.
Little bugs, that's what happens. That's why you got to test it, figure it out.
Bugs, yes, little tiny bugs. Okay, so it's not giving people the link. Okay, gotcha. No link there. I wish I could fix it real quick. I wish my brain pan, I could go, I think it's this. But I don't have time. I ain't got time. We're on a live show. We ain't got time for that now. And the reason why we don't have time for that now, my friends, I say that. Sorry, guys. Sorry that it's just a submit page. The reason, I'll go ahead and pull that message down so we don't unpin message. Remove. Okay, so because later we're going to try to start taking some calls, and as you know, guys, it's going to be interesting. We're going to see how it goes. Hopefully it'll go okay. And check this out. I have, my friends, I have graphics. Observe on the screen, if you will. The phone number is 434-DAMN-SHOW.
Ooh.
I know, very fancy. And whenever a call comes in, I will even be able to put it up on L's screen. I can change it out real quick. I can go hold on. Don't you hate it when you knock your pipe over and little crap goes everywhere? I just hate that shit.
It's That's rude.
That's just, yes. Let's go. Let's do that. And now I'm going to save the thing. I'm going to hit the save button because that's cool because you don't need to know how that goes. I'm just kind of stalling really. And now when I do this, boop, now we've got a caller on the line. It'll tell you who the caller is, their name, and, there's whatever, stuff I type in there. So right now it's just going to be me running the entire show. What show? The entire show. On the back end, but I think I can do it. I'm pretty nerdy, and I've got lots of screens, I've got lots of buttons. Let me turn this off. Oops. And now let me hide that. Can I hide that? Just kind of for my own sanity. For my own sanity. Yes. Okay. So we're going to be trying that later on in the show. So I anticipate we will have tech gremlins, and so it'll be a little fun kind of thing. That's a damn good number. Thank you, Ember. I tried to get whatever it was THE comes out to, but it would not let me have the damn show. I had to, if I have just, actually what I had to do is put in damn show and just take whatever area code it gave me. It had one number with that, and so I took it and ran. So let me turn this off real quick so people don't try to call in because we're not ready. We're not on, and it'll just give you a message right now. I hope. Kelly Scherer is here. Nitty is here. The awesome and fantastic Nitty, better than Ember. Left-handed Jedi, of course. Man, that sucks that poll is not working. It's supposed to forward you over to Google Polls.
Oh.
And you know what? I may actually be able to put a link into the chat to the forum, though. That may be something I can do.
Yeah, just like a direct link?
Yeah. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. And then we go here.
Talk amongst yourselves, people. Do you guys have any plans this weekend?
Any
New Year's plans? I know it's already past the New Year's, but sometimes people just get together afterwards, like sauerkraut. I don't know. For some reason around here, it's like a big New Year's thing. It might be German, but you're supposed to eat sauerkraut. I think that's what it is anyway.
I got it. I got the poll thing here. All right. So thank you, Ryan. You did a fantastic job. You're very wonderful. Let's go here. I'm going to put the poll link on the chat, and you guys tell me, mon ami, if it'll. I guess it's Miami, isn't it? If that works, let me know if that works. If that works, I will link it to the thing.
Link. That sounds like fun, Left-handed Jedi. Have a good time. Online gaming.
Having a good time without us?
Yeah, they're doing some gaming, but they didn't invite us. So thanks for that.
I know, right? Screw us. Screw who? Screw us. Right? I know.
We're not important.
It did work. All right, so people are saying it worked. They are able to now vote. I'm going to put a thing here. I'm going to put I think I may know why it didn't work up there. I may know why it didn't work in there. All right, so I'm going to pin that just for the now. And since you guys are here and you're willing to test things, because, captive audience, let me try something else. I'm going to go to here under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. Is that the one? That is the one. Not the one. That's the one. That is the one. We are the one. We are the children.
Okay, yeah, I submitted my response.
Okay, let's try this one here. I'm going to put another L linko here. This is where it's really supposed to be. I was actually using a link shortener, something shortener. Try that link if you don't mind, my friends, and see if it works for you. If you've already voted, it should say you've already voted. If you haven't voted yet, it should take you to the page where you can vote. That sort of thing. So if you don't mind using this bottom link I just dropped, if you'll see if that works for you guys. Does that work for anybody? The vote at the damn show, vote.damnshow.com/webhook.
It told me we already have 5 movies this week.
But it doesn't have a link down there saying for you to go vote at it?
It says submissions closed. We already have 5 movies this week. Voting is now open.
Gotcha. Okay. Then go ahead and ignore that last one I did because it's not going to work. And we will. Voting is now open. The voting is now open. Doesn't have a link. No. Damn it. Okay, I
Nope,
want to go ahead and
sorry.
remove that. So if you can, guys, go ahead and vote up at the top. And it actually does work. Look, we have 6 responses. And so far, passengers. Bitches. Oh, cut my heart out with a spoon. Throw my liver to the dogs. I have been betrayed by my own peoples.
Sounds
Passengers.
intentional. Just saying.
Wait till rainbow. Wait till rainbow. Like a baby harp seal. Like a stubborn mule. Like a dirty rug. But I mean, y'all did it to me, so we'll do it if it happens. So hopefully that there can vote. Everybody will get the opportunity to vote.
Chemical Squirrel wants a sticker for voting. You get a cookie actually today.
There you go. Anytime I want a sticker, I just go outside in the backyard. It's not my fault. It's fine. You're right, Rainbow Ash. And I'll be like son of a bitch through the whole movie. I'll be, but it is within my ability. It is within my ability to, like, every week the votes reset. It's within my ability to make it to where the movie Passengers, if chosen or selected, or if somebody's trying to put it in, it'll say this movie can't be chosen. I can do that. And and it's actually, this is how
Doesn't
cool
exist.
it is. I actually have an API connecting to an IMDb database. So whenever you go and you put in your first 5 votes and you choose, it'll actually scan IMDb and make sure you're putting in a real movie title. And it'll tell you, hey, that's not a real movie title and all that business.
Yep.
So,
I tried and it told me.
yes. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I tried. I was like, The Amazing Super Chris. And it was like, there's never been such a movie. There'll probably never be such a movie. It laughed out loud at me, called me names. I was sad. Anyway, so, yeah, good morning. We got 11 response. I don't know if this is dynamic. I'm going to see if it's dynamic. So if you don't mind, guys, go ahead and vote. You love Passengers, says Kelly Scherer. Well, I have feelings about Passengers. Right, Miss Ryan? Miss Ryan knows. She knows. I have feelings about Passengers.
Just a few.
Yeah,
just 1 or 2 feelings.
Just 1 or 2. One of the things is, let's just kind of go there, if we don't mind, is that, I used to really love Chris Pratt. Thought he was the bee's knees. Thought he was awesome, man. He came, but to be fair to myself, the only thing I had seen him in was the original Guardians of the Galaxy movie. That's the only thing I'd seen him in. Nothing else. None of the Office stuff. I thought he was pretty cool. And then I heard he was some sort of overly religious nutbag.
Zealot.
Damn. And I found that out about the same time Passengers came out, right? So you've got that working against him to begin with. And then, again, with Passengers, and I'm down to watch, if it gets voted in, I'll watch it. And we'll have feelings. I'll have feelings about it, and I may like it better. I'm watching. We are watching Stargate Universe, despite my previous distaste for it, and we're liking it better. Giving it more of a chance now that we've kind of experienced other things. So, yeah, maybe I'll like it. We shall see.
Good luck with that.
Yes.
His Jurassic movie had me flaccid.
Oh, yeah. Left-handed jet. I watched, there was when it first came out, the Jurassic Park, there was this spatter of them, 1, 2, and 3. First one, I dug. It was cool. It was novel, new. Then after that, it kind of got to sucking. But every time it's the same trope. There's always kids involved for some reason. Dinosaurs are kids park kind of thing. Anyway, and I don't particularly care for watching kids run around doing adventurous things with anything. It's just not my bag. But then it's always kind of the same thing over and over and over again. And I was kind of hoping, though, whenever these new Chris Pratt movies came out, I was hoping for something No. Man, was I disappointed.
Extraordinary.
I was disappointed. We had Chris Pratt playing with dinosaurs. All right, I guess that was cool and different. That was, but you had the kids in the glass balls somehow surviving a Tyrannosaurus Rex attack. Oh yeah. Or
You just
whatever.
don't understand. Those glass balls are.
They just don't.
They're cool. They're like military weapons.
They are powerful glass balls.
Yeah, powerful
Yes.
glass balls.
So there is that. It's just kind of, damn it. But I don't know. The one I did see was with Bryce Dallas Howard, and she insisted, apparently, as the actress insisted, because she felt the character would insist, to never take off her high heel shoes. She does high heels throughout the whole thing, running from a Tyrannosaurus in high heels.
I see. It's like a thing.
Good on her. I bet she was wore out. Hey, if you're into that sort, actors are weird people. They're weird
Right.
people. Yeah.
I get it. Method. You got a method to the madness. You ain't gonna find me in no goddamn high heel shoes all day.
No, none at all. Okay, so let me briefly get to you. I want to ask you real quick, what did you think overall of the movie Alien Covenant? Was it Covenant? It's Covenant. Alien Covenant.
I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Yeah, of course there was a lot of like dumb, stupid things, but I still just like it. I like the premise.
It's got a
I
good
was pissed
pace.
at David. I was screaming at the screen because they were being dumb about the aliens. Like, fucking shoot the thing. Like, what's wrong with you? And then I had to look away, like when the alien would like pop out. I was just wait for the screaming to stop, and then I can look back the TV all over again.
There's this thing where, because I really want to, I've been wanting to go off on it. Of course, its pacing and premise are so much fun. After a rewatch, before I rewatched, I was like, I don't think I like the idea that David somehow created him. Now that I see that, what happened again, I'm like, oh, I get it. Okay. It's cool. It was cool that David, what happened. Now, at the end of that movie, David is the only one left alive on that colony ship of 1,400 people, and he's got 2 things. So if you've asked yourself, how does it go from Prometheus, where you see literally the very first of these creatures, to Alien, the movie? Something has to happen. There's bound to, they're missing an opportunity, or they'll get to it one of these days, of what happened to those colonists and how they got a lot of those egg things. I think they're called ovomorphs. How they got so many of those on another alien ship. David didn't have the alien ship. It was gone. It was way behind him. He left it on that planet. So somehow they had to get somewhere, get some aliens rolling around, get some, because all he had was the 2 critters, face huggers. Yeah. So he had to, and then get them somehow onto another alien ship and have it crash on LV-247, where the people from the movie Alien find it. Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, that was so upsetting. I was like, man, David is just not only is he like a robot asshole, it's like he's a misogynist robot asshole.
Right.
It's like he likes to torment the women who treat him nice and are actually, kind and talk to him like a human.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that was just I felt so bad for her as she falls asleep knowing it wasn't Wallace. Wallace was his name, I think. The other one. Started with a
Weyland?
W. Weyland. I'm sorry.
Weyland,
was that his
Weyland.
name?
Yeah, the old man.
No, the robot. I'm sorry. Wallace.
There was
I think,
David and
the one I liked. He seemed like almost half reasonable or more than reasonable.
Accent. He had an American accent. David had an English accent.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and he talked he almost reminded me of a Vulcan, the way he would talk, just like that.
Yeah. Trying to suppress his English accent.
Is that what it was? Because he really does have an English accent. Man, that must be difficult.
He is stupid English. He's like, you don't get more Englisher than this guy, so I can imagine.
Well, he did a very good job. When I first saw him, I was like, okay, what's happening? Is this previous, is after? Because I couldn't remember like the timeline. I wasn't sure what was, I just see David and I'm like, okay, are we back in time? Are we forward? And then when I realized who it was, like, oh, he seems cool. I can be friends with him. Reminds me of a date
David
almost.
seemed like interesting, but not really someone you'd want to hang out with. I mean, not for long in the beginning, before he started killing people.
Yeah. I mean, he has some interesting concept thoughts, obviously highly intelligent, creative, which I see is now the issue is he wants to create and that's all he wants. Like he was alone on that planet for how long? I don't know. I don't remember.
How many years?
And he now has an opportunity to maybe change and be amongst the living. And nope, what he wants is to experiment on freaking humans.
He was there for about 10 years, 10 or 11 years.
10 years. Okay. So 10 years by himself.
There was that. And I think he screwed up. I just want to do a thing real quick. Left-handed Jedi isn't wrong often. I think Left-handed Jedi was correcting me and stating they were not ovomorphs. They're called proto-xenomorphs. But in fact, they are called protomorphs or ovomorphs. So there you go.
Those weird plant egg looking things. That's the
egg. Yeah. Ovo from egg. Ovomorph.
Wait, and you know what? Like when the captain went down there with David, when he followed David, and David was like, I want to show you something. You just saw this robot standing in front of this creature trying to have a freaking conversation. And when you killed it, he was mad at you. And he was telling you that he had control. Are you kidding me? Like you should have took him out and the alien. Maybe you should have took him out and then the alien second.
Yeah, maybe.
And then why did you follow him down into a dark cave?
Yeah, there was another thing about the one thing that gets me is it was David and damn it, I can't remember the other one. Was it Weyland? I don't remember what his name was. Somebody in the chat maybe even said it earlier. No. The other one anyway, they're fighting. The other one has got the advantage. He's won the fight. David is underneath him. This one has got a cut on his face and he's missing a hand. Somehow, in the blink of an eye, David defeats this other android, takes his clothes, removes his own hand and scratches his face, and then makes it back in time to get on the ship. The director, Ridley Scott, does not have a proper concept of time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I mean, I get that he's a robot and he's fast. Like, had it been me, see, I'm trying to think. Okay, so if I was that girl and I see this robot coming at me, and it could be a toss-up of who he is. Yeah, sure, there's tells. I get it. Yeah. But I'm paranoid. I would have first thing been like, are you going to help me build my cabin before I let that MFer on? You waited to the wrong time to test that man. And you had so many opportunities, it seems like at least a couple days before you went into sleep that you could have tested him and you chose not to. I think that was the big stupid bad ball. Thinking. You were asking for that.
Yes. There were those Shakespeare stretched the hell out of time. Yes. And Ridley Scott likes to compress it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about it some more. And then here in a little bit, we'll start tinkering with the phone lines and see if we can get that shit to work. And I bet we can. Let's do this here. We'll be back in just a minute, guys. Do you have a loved one who's on their deathbed, but they've yet to give themselves up to the Lord?
Are you sure you don't want to come to Jesus?
No.
This is your final chance.
No. Worried they're headed to the fiery pits of hell.
Your very last chance.
No. I've been wicked and sinful. I deserve to burn in the hot place.
As you wish. Farewell, my heathen husband.
Farewell, my... Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of post-mortem baptismal kits. No more worries about being miserable alone forever. Be a good Christian and share that eternal pain and suffering with the ones you love. I'm in hell. Not as hot as I thought it'd be. Kind of feels like Houston, minus the humidity. Hello. My favorite drink crafted to perfection. Ooh, and some dank ass weed.
I can't bear to be down on my face chanting, holy, holy, holy is the Lord, every day, all day, for all eternity, by myself.
Wow, is that George Carlin? And Alan Turing, look at that. Carl Sagan, oh, I am so honored. You've been my hero since I was a kid. Neil deGrasse Tyson, what are you doing here? Oh, I get it. I get it. Schrodinger's heathen. Very cute, you. Very cute. That's fantastic. Oh, what is that? What is? It's holy water. Oh, it burns. No, this isn't where I want to be. Pabst Blue Ribbon and a Marlboro? No! Father Flanagan's post-mortem baptismal kit. Dead kid tested, Mother Teresa approved. Is that the Pope and John Paul? Jim Jones and Jimmy Swaggart, huh? I can see that coming. Neil deGrasse, what are you doing? Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord.
Thanks, Father Flanagan.
Damn them to an eternity in heaven for only $59.99. They wouldn't appreciate it, but you'll feel better, and that's the point, isn't it? Get yours now. Your heathen loved one's time is running out. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. This is some bullshit. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. And here we are. We're back. Good morning, everyone. Zarkraz had a point. Said, what time period of Hamlet? Days, weeks, right? And that's a legitimate question. Sometimes in some of Hamlet's things, you open once or you close one scene. Hey, all right, we're going to go from here to England. And then the next scene would open and look, they're in England. Okay, that's cool. That happens. You didn't have it to where a woman and a father in a scene said, oh, we've got this new baby. They set the baby down on the floor, and by the time they get done taking off their coats and putting their coats on the rack and taking off their shoes, that baby's a full-grown adult. This is what we're talking about. If you're talking about the time compression of how Ridley Scott doesn't know how things work. And I'm just saying, I don't know how Zarkraz meant it. I just kind of felt like you were like, well, this was rushed. It was, in fact. I mean, Hamlet happens over several months, and then certain things happen in a real quick procession. But then there's months where he torments himself. It's kind of those things. But I'm just saying, with Ridley Scott, he does so many things. These people land that ship, get off that ship, and are all dead if you were starting a football game, they would all be dead by the end of the football game. Most of them by creatures that went into their ears, microscopically grew, burst out of them within seconds.
Like, what the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
What?
Yeah.
I am a little confused. The spores, like, is this where it naturally came from in the first place? Like they harvested something and then created like the black liquid, and I just didn't understand all these spores and like how I don't know how they came to be. Was it a plant? Like, is that a plant life?
I'll hook you up. I got you because I know this one. However, Zarkraz was saying, the 3 days. Sometimes they traveled 3 days to England. Now I don't remember where they were coming from in that one, where it was 3 days to England. But it's only like a short little 28-mile stretch of water, in fact, between England and mainland Europe. There at the Dover Cliffs. I mean, it's really cool. People swim that shit.
Ugh.
Right? So it's not.
I think I was there at those cliffs. I think
that's if you're there, or if you're in like Spain or France. I guess it's near France. If you happen to be there, but I don't know where he's coming from. A lot of Shakespeare's plays took place in like Milan, or somewhere in Italy, or they took place in imaginary places like Bohemia. Not the same kind of thing, but that's cool. I dig it. Zarkraz, great references. Anytime anybody pulls out Shakespeare, that's cool for me. Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. The alien goo is a weapon. Okay. It's a chemical weapon, essentially, a living chemical weapon. Now, so what happened was he dropped this living chemical weapon down on a population of people and it killed them all almost instantly. But there were parts of it that were just left around. Now, they said it went after anything that had meat. Right. So after 10 years, you know, if you go back and watch it, whenever he drops that stuff on the people, on the things, they don't just like turn black and die. Shit starts popping out of them like arms and had it been less, it would have been a monster that kind of popped out of them like the rest of what we saw. Where, you know, had it been just a little bit of it, he gave them the full freaking dose. And so it was these spores, I believe they pretty much come from the remnants of, that's where they come from. They're not native. But they didn't eat plants, right? So the plant life was still there. The green stuff was still there. But there were these spores that were still out there of this stuff. He took this stuff and tried to specifically design it to have a certain kind of alien come from it. Is kind of.
I was just wondering where the spores came from. So you're just saying you think they happened naturally after the stuff was dumped on the planet?
I just think it was remnants of the stuff, probably. You know,
I was just curious. I just was like, is it a plant that's like what the hell is this?
Well, you know, to be honest, to be fair, it could also be something David has created, because whenever you look in there, he's got different little bodies of dead aliens that he had dissected, right? And to get those, he had to have had the spores, set the spores out and let some creature, some animal, local, get that. And then the creature come out of it, get the creature, and then dissect it to see. I mean, there's a lot of process went into him putting those creatures, you know.
And there was no, I'm remembering now, at least I think that someone said, like, where's all the animals? That's
right. There were no animals.
So basically, like, motherfucker experimented on people to the point there was like no animals left on the planet, or at least they had went to the other side. They were like, we need to get away from this MF.
That's right. See, that's where he screwed up, I believe. This is where he screwed up, because when he first arrived, he dropped the stuff and he killed the population, and it probably didn't take it long to ravage the world, and all the meat is dead. So he didn't have anybody to experiment on for years. And he's sitting around waiting for something. And then some humans come along. He must have just been fucking giddy when he saw them.
He was geeked out. He was like,
yeah, you know, because had he not dropped that stuff on them at the beginning, he'd have had
a whole planet to experiment on. But like, I really wish they would have showed us some of the interaction between him and the girl, I can't remember, scientist or whoever she was, that basically went there with him. I just wanted to see, I get how they like showed the drawing of her with the aliens coming, and I was like, oh damn, okay, well we know what he did to her. He experimented on her. I was just hoping for a little bit of something, considering she basically saved his life and he repaid her by experience.
You know, I gotta say, one of the things I have told myself about this is that she died naturally, and then he used her body.
I hope.
I want to think that, but I don't know, because if it looked like I don't know.
And when was it? Was it things were la la la, ha ha, goo goo gaga? They get to the planet, they drop the payload. He's like, look what I did. We're cool. We're friends now. They get there, they settle, and then he, you know, like which came first? Like, how did it progress? Was she like, yay, we killed all the aliens? And he's like, haha, bitch, now you're stuck with me here on this planet.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, that's a good one. But now, how did that go? I think she was probably dead before they got there. I think
he probably couldn't hold himself. He probably couldn't stop himself from wanting to kill her once he had his full function back.
Yeah, whenever she put him back together, as soon as she had him back together, I don't figure it was long after that you know.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Now, we also, in the last time when we talked about the show, I mentioned that she may have starved to death because they didn't have any food. They didn't have nothing but him. You know, so yeah, she didn't have any food or no water. As far as I know, that the best they could probably do is somehow break into the reserves that the 2,000+ year old reserves that the engineers had left. But otherwise, she may have just starved to death when he got there, used her body because he didn't have any other bodies, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was ever clear, you know?
And you know what? Like, okay, Chris.
Okay.
It's not Star Trek, Chris. It's not Star Trek.
You're right.
And when they heard the signal, and they hear the song, like, that's cute. That is so cute to hear, like, a song from the 80s or whatever out in space. I love that for you. Like, remember that time?
Yeah.
Don't go tracing it. Are you done? What is wrong with you?
They are. A lot.
Well, what possessed you? You're not, this isn't like, oh, we have Star Trek and we have all this reserves. No, you have a finite amount of stuff that you are able to do. They should have just went back to sleep and kept on going.
Just made a note. I don't know how long it's been there, but it's been there a while, and it'll be there when somebody else gets to it. Make a note. I don't remember the specifics of it. One of the things is that Weyland-Yutani actually had known about some of this, and they were interested in, I think at this time, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. However, with at least the original Alien movie, I'm pretty sure the Alien movie, what happened was they received an SOS, and the corporation's rules were, if you receive an SOS, you have to go help them. We also see that,
it's been so long.
We also see that in The Expanse. Really good show. In The Expanse, it opens with them going along, these people on a ship going along, and they get a distress call, and they actually have a heart-to-heart. They're on the bridge and like, do you want to log it or no? Just like you're saying. They ask each other on the bridge, they make a vote, and they decide not to log it and to just go on. And then one of them listened to it and heard a woman's voice going, help me, I need help. And he rang the bell, logged the thing, and didn't tell anybody who logged the thing, but he made it to where now they have to go do the thing. And then, of course, later on, we found out who it was, and it's drama, you know. But again, it was corporate. The company had the rules where they had to, the policy. I guess that kind of makes sense. But to me, I've seen too many horror movies. You know, had it been just, hello, come get me, I need your help, that'd have been one thing. But like you say, some creepy ass song sung by some woman, and it's all, garbled and I don't know who that's from. I don't know if that's a trap. And as they said, the planet seemed to have just appeared out of now, whether that's true or not, maybe not, whatever. But that would be suspicious to me. And the fact that this man was was he a priest? What was he? But he seemed to have a lot of faith. And it just makes me wonder, okay, was he thinking that was God who put that there? I don't think he specifically said that, but I wonder if in his mind he was like, oh, this is a miracle. Well, he said it's a miracle. He did, good. Hey, James Franco, man, your role in that was fantastic. I loved I could watch you for hours on end in that movie. God. I'm just saying, by the way, Yeah, they have this recurring theme about Jesus in the movie, God in the movie. And part of this, sorry, guys, let me do this. These glasses are driving me nuts. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but I had to steal my wife's glasses. Oh, look at us. We've got somebody, left-handed Jedi, gave $10 and said, there's a great theory about the original Alien movie. What I need to do is I need to fix those things. That the crew were clones. The company kept rerunning the experiment with subtle variations. That's interesting. I could actually see more likely with the crew from the Alien Earth series, the crew that brought the aliens back, where they were just so stupid. They were just, remember I talked about the stupid ball? Yeah. I could see that with those because they weren't really people, they've been cloned. They hadn't had, real experiences. I could see that with them. The first ones, the first ones didn't really have a stupid ball. There wasn't sometimes used to be a day whenever if you wrote a smart bad guy, your good guy had to be even smarter. But nowadays, it's just your good guy can just be stumbling through, just be stupid through everything.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Detroit Atheist Queen, good morning. Zarkross says, cool. Let me see what I missed. Dave Murphy says, if he's wearing black pants. I'm wearing black sweats. Leisure.
He likes your sweater or your whatever you call that. Your
yes,
shirt.
my thing here. It says words. And I think they're right. It does say Eddie Bauer. Very good eye. Good eye on you guys. Fantastical. I want to say there's this new thing out called the quarter zip. It's a thing. Fashion, apparently. Fashion is a thing. And this quarter zip thing is like all the rage. Men are going around getting these quarter zip. It's a quarter zip. It's like a button or a zip. It's a shirt or a sweater that only does this. You have to pull it off or over, and it only does this. And apparently it's a hot thing. It's the thing. I've been doing that shit for years. Half my stuff is a quarter zip.
They're trying to catch up to you, Chris.
They are. Sexy man. I've been setting trends is what it is.
Trendsetter.
There you go. Hey, let's run a commercial again. Whenever we come back, let me give it just a few more minutes. We'll give a few more minutes. Let me shout out because it's not quite the hour. When we come back, I'll run a long one too. And the reason why is because while we're gone, oh, what is that? That is cool.
Oh, nothing. I was just holding a balloon.
That was a cool looking balloon. It had and you could see through it.
Mm-hmm. Nothing in there.
That's right. Nothing. So I will start, but they'll take a little bit of technical nerding, and then we'll get the phone line up and going, and we're going to try it. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll
see what happens.
Work okay.
See if you guys don't perv out too much. If you guys call us and start perving and asking us about our genitalia, then we probably will be talking to you all day.
Right.
So,
and half of you wouldn't have even thought about it until Ryan. They're like, "Oh yeah, I can go tell them about
call and perv out."
yeah.
Sorry, I don't encourage them.
That's right. That was a chill balloon. That's right. It was a chill balloon. Zorkroz says the aliens should have been on Earth by the third movie. They destroy civilization. It's 1,000 years later, and primitive humans have begun to re-exert mastery. Based on what I've seen, if it were the old alien from the original Alien movie or the aliens from the Aliens movie, if it were those kind of aliens and they got to Earth, I feel given any amount of time, they would have been able to completely wipe out mankind. Just,
yeah.
That's those aliens. That's not counting these new aliens that can sprout from a seed to a 10-foot tall monster in minutes.
The airborne stuff, you're screwed. You're you're done for.
Well, do you remember
especially if it's going in any orifice.
Oh, you haven't seen Alien Romulus. And somebody in the chat a few minutes ago mentioned
no, I haven't.
That they really enjoy the first 3/4 of Alien Romulus. And I would have to agree. Most of it is really good. It's like she gets off the ship or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. And then boom, everything's great. And then she gets on like another little thing. And from that point on, it sucks. I just shut it off right there. You're done. But I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That's the one where you see a pregnant woman deliver a child that has some sort of this stuff on it. And then minutes later, it's 10 foot tall. Minutes later.
Yowzies.
Scary. Anyway, that kind of thing. John Darwin 7, thank you for joining us this morning. Theoretically, Kelly Scherer, all you cool kids. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead. I'm going to run our Holy Halos. When we get back, we're going to tinker with taking some calls and see how that goes. All right, guys? I don't know. We'll see. Fingers crossed. May the odds be ever in our favor. Next up in the bark bank, a clergyman with a holy hustle and maybe a few unholy loopholes.
Hi, Barks. Blessings and belly rubs to you all. I'm Father Flanagan, and today I'm here seeking $50,000 for 3% of my soul-saving startup, Holy Halos, the world's first, soon-to-be, church-approved condoms. Following the ways of the Lord can be hard and often require sacrifices of the flesh. Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of Holy Halo condoms.
Hold on, Father. The church very much doesn't like condoms. How do you expect to sell these?
Well, you're right, but these aren't just any condoms. No, my furry financiers, these are permeable, but every single halo has been dipped in holy water, a divine divider between you and sin. You can finally frolic freely and still keep that sweet spot in heaven. Permeable, but dipped in holy water to keep the sin out, but let the babies in.
Let you get your stick wet without getting your stick stuck.
If you know what I mean.
Oh my! Very embarrassing every time.
So basically, they don't work as condoms, but they let you get away with having sex without going to hell?
Exactly. The church gets to keep making babies, but you don't have to keep going to confession. Think of it. No more guilt. No more awkward "I'm saving myself for marriage" speeches. With holy halos, you can take those pray hands and turn them into lay hands.
Didn't I read that holy water is full of bacteria like E. coli? Won't this be harmful to women's health?
The words are English, but I don't understand the question.
How are you addressing the issue holy water presents for women's health?
Again, I'm not understanding.
She does that. Well, we don't get it either.
Is that mesh from a window screen?
Ah, that's a keen eye you have there, young lass. Yes, yes. Another fine selling point, rough on the outside to increase her shame, as it should be, but soft and smooth on the inside, internally lubed and ribbed for his pleasure. We even have custom scents.
Scents? Now you have my attention. What flavors we talking? Don't pitch me that vanilla missionary nonsense, Padre.
Well, we do have virgin vanilla, but we also have miracle mint and a cooing camel, and my personal favorite, sweat of the Savior.
And the Vatican, they've blessed this endeavor?
Well, not exactly. I'm still waiting on the papal decree one way or the other.
I love it, but you're asking 50 grand for only 3%. That's rough, Father, real rough.
Not running with the big dogs on this one. I'm gonna stay on the porch.
Me too. Good luck, Father. 15%.
Ouch, 15%, that's highway robbery even for the church.
Come on, Father. We're dogs. We know a bone when we see one. 10%, and we'll even bless your branding.
Look, meet me in the middle, 7%, and I'll baptize all your puppies.
7% works for me. Father Flanagan, it looks like
Wait a second. Our producers say we have a special call-in bidder. Let's get him up on the screen. Folks, we have the guardian of the sacred fire hydrant himself.
Oh no.
Defender of the holy tennis ball and eater of the golden kibble, Pup Oliver Poops a Lot the Fifth.
Flanagan!
Yes, your portrait.
50,000 at 20%.
20%?
And you get to keep calling yourself a father.
Sold to the pup in the very fine hat.
I knew you'd see it my way.
You're very wise, your hiney. Would there be anything else?
You may leave.
Father Flanagan's line of holy halos, ultra thin, spiritually thick. Available in 3 sizes, conservative, medium, and liberal. All right, we're back in spirit, if not in body. And so we're going to try the thing. If you want to give a call and talk at us, there's a number up there, 434-DAMN-SHOW. Give it a call. We'll see how it goes. And fingers crossed. Like I say, well, I haven't done it yet. Let me put this over here so I can at least see when a Nuevo Colorado comes in. What that's about. Oh, okay, good.
Hello?
You scared me.
Hello? The call's coming from in the house.
Is Mr. Hunt there? Michael Hunt. Yeah, he goes by Mike.
Mike Hunt.
Is he there? Anyway, so
we've grocery store. Mike Hunt, come to the front.
Yes, we've got the thing. So if you guys decide, I'll just leave it there, and if somebody decides to call, and we'll do the thing. So I think we'll just give it a try. Now today we're talking sci-fi. So if they want to talk sci-fi, that's cool. If I don't know, if a Christian calls in and they want to talk that, we'll talk that. I ain't scared. It's a little icky, but you know how it is. So yes. Now, so I too overall enjoyed the movie. I can't say I didn't enjoy it. There was just a lot of stupid ball. you know, once you get past that and you're like, okay with that, then fine. Atheist approves Matthew phone number. It would be super expensive for you. Well, you know, I guess if you're in the U.S., it's not a problem. If you're outside the U.S., then you need a toll-free number. I just didn't go for the toll-free number. Yeah. 434 damn show is what it is. 226-7469. And there's also a web link that you can get. And you, I know, I saw that, right? Part of the, you know, blaspheming and whatnot. So that is cool. It looks like we may have passengers to watch because bitches out there, 57%.
Oh, brother. We can hate watch. We'll just hate watch Chris Pratt.
We will hate, but yes, I can do that. Now, I don't know. I can't guarantee I'll be able to get the evil one to watch it with me because, you know.
Might be on your own with that one.
She has, what are those things called? Standards. And
Oh.
that movie does not meet her standards.
They're up here.
Yes, it's not there. Yes, it's less than her standards. Weirdo Evan is here. Good morning, Weirdo Evan. Thank you for joining us today. I hope everything is going okay. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you had a good week. Hope everybody had a good week. He's a prick. Chris Pratt was great in Parks and Rec. I also like him in the Guardians movies, but yeah, he is.
Yeah, same.
Oh yeah, he's got a little bit of religious going on.
I guess maybe I typecast him as like a kind person because he just kind of plays like an okay dude, like a good dude. And that maybe you just like, oh, he must be. No, that's just a character. In real life, he's a freaking idiot.
He's a freaking idiot. All right, so it looks like we actually have a caller, a victim on the line. I don't know if if they're still screening. I'm gonna give it a minute to see. Otherwise, it just says unknown caller and undetermined. So if they don't leave a name, and we may have to make that a rule in the future to where they at least say if they refuse to talk to the thing. Other channels, we should get Kelly on. Kelly knows this stuff.
Kelly knows.
There was it is processing the audio. Dade Murphy donated $2. Do you want to read his super chat for us?
Yes, he says Ecclesiastes 3:19 is the most based verse. And now I need to know what Ecclesiastes was it 17? 19.
3:19, yeah. Let's bring this.
See what it says.
This is Dave, we're bringing Dave. I think we're bringing Dave on.
Let's see what. Oh, are we one day? Well, if he does, well, I guess he has to
I
get
think
out of
we have a
work.
Dave. Dave, are you there?
Oh, Dave. Oh, Dave. My bad.
Hello, Dave. Is there anybody in there?
Ooh, I have to read. This is really. I enjoy the scripture. It says, "For the fate of humans and the fate of animals is the same. As one dies, so dies the other.
Oh.
They all have the same breath, and humans have no advantage over the animals, for all is vanity."
Fuck, if you ain't got to take my call, I'm not gonna have
No,
it, Dave.
I got you. Sorry, Ryan. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I got him. Can you hear me? Caller.
Wow.
Caller, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome sauce. Okay, sorry. This is our first time doing this, so you're our very first caller. So pardon the technical gremlins. Who are you? Dave is all I saw.
I'm Dave from Texas.
Dave from Texas. Good morning, Dave from Texas. What can we do for you? How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm a little bit disturbed. I got done doing prayer time, and then actually see you do this horrible show. Why would you do this to the people? I don't understand.
Well, I think that's something that that's a big question. Do you want to take this one, Ryan?
What was the question?
Why us bad people do what we do?
Why do bad people do what they do?
Yeah. Why do us atheists be bad people and yeah.
Oh.
Can't believe your guests are making fun of my voice. This is the voice that God gave me.
Why do we do it? Maybe because we use our
I
brains
see
and
on the
critical
screen,
think
these
about
guys are
stuff.
making fun of my voice.
Sorry, I can't hear anything. I can only hear you.
You got
Me? You can't hear the
you
person?
guys.
I hear her.
Guys.
Okay.
Sorry, Dave. I'm not ignoring you.
No.
There you are. Now can you hear her? There you go.
Oh wait,
You
yes.
hear
Now I can hear something.
As I believe I expressed earlier, individual. This is
I'm
the
going
first
to
time
say a prayer for you guys.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna let's pause for just a moment. Dave, is that your name, Dave?
I'm Dave, yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So let's pause for a minute. This is the first time we're doing this, and we I don't know about Ryan, but I thought it was a prank call. I thought you were one of our friends pranking us. If you're not, then I apologize.
I'm an atheist and they're not my friends. Okay, Chris. I'm sorry. It was one of your friends pranking you.
I knew it had to be. I was like, "There's no way. There's no."
Did I sound neurotic enough for it all?
Yeah, it was great. That was great. You never know. In our world, am I right?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
I strapped on my temple garments and such to where I could play the roles.
There you
method acting.
Sorry,
if
there's
you're selling those temple garments, I'll take them.
This is John Hudson.
John Hudson.
And I just wanted to wish you guys a fucking happy New Year.
Wow.
And everybody out there, happy New Year.
That's awesome.
Shut up, Rainbow Ash.
Tomato.
I'm here to entertain you guys.
You did fantastic.
I love you. I don't know about this call-in thing, but I hope it works for you.
Our first caller is not sure about the call-in thing. How you like that, Chris?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair to
irony, huh?
To be fair to John Hudson, let me do this here so everybody at least knows who to blame. To be fair to John Hudson, he did say that. He said it before in the chat. Whenever I did the vote, he was like, "Yeah, I don't think I like the idea of a call-in show." So, yeah.
But see, I still support you, and as your first caller.
Oh yeah, I know you're fantastic. Oh, I may even have not.
Whether I agree with it or not, I'm here to support you, pal.
There you go. You'll take one for the team.
He's down to clown.
That's right, baby.
Down to clown.
Hey, we're all in this together, and I tell you what, I'm expecting some big fucking changes this year. All good.
Oh,
we're gonna have some stupid shit happen, but I think by the end of the year, we're all gonna breathe a little bit easier.
I think you're right. From your lips to God's ears. I'm just saying.
Yes, to the gods.
Yes, I've been making similar predictions that things could get rough, but it's not going to get. It's going to turn around. It's not going to get that. Not like Germany. It's not going to get that bad.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, hope this all works for you guys. I'm going to get on the other side and let you guys do your thing, okay?
Awesome, John.
Don't die,
Thank
John.
you very much. Don't, John. No dying.
Hey, I love you guys. Wishing you the best. Everybody in the chat, wishing you the best.
Thank you, John.
Love you guys, man.
Happy New Year.
Send safely. I'm going to go boop. That was fun. That was very awesome of John.
It just scared me at first because I don't want to. I get nervous and I laugh, and I don't want to laugh at somebody if they're really like that's their voice, and if they're really scared. Like I don't want to be an ableist or anything like that because they might have a stuttering problem or whatever. Yeah. But I just was like, is that real? I just don't know what to say.
I know, and John did a good job. John, you really did a really good job.
You got me, John. You got me good, buddy.
And that's kind of the thing you never really know. If it's one of our friends pranking us. And that was me too. I thought, it's gotta be, who is that? Who is that? But I wasn't familiar enough with John to, recognize his voice.
Need caller ID.
Well, it does have it, but yeah, I think you can block it. I think, I don't know. It does have it. So we'll see. Kelly Laughlin says, I'm more worried about it becoming 1920s Italy. Yeah. With Mussolini and the rise of where literal fascism, the word comes from, is from Italy, from Mussolini and all of that business.
Oh, how lovely.
So whenever you get, I'm just kind of paraphrasing here as to best my memory, but you take a bundle of sticks and you group them together and you tie them together. That's a fascista. Okay. And so we working together are a team. We're fascista. We're a team. You'll see them around arrows in flags, including the United States flags or some business like that. You'll see a bird hanging, holding.
That's right. I do remember you telling me that.
Wrappings about that. And so those are fascistas. So that's kind of where this word, I'm probably saying the word wrong. If there's any Romans out there,
they're mad.
They're pissed. I'm sorry, I misspoke, so. Original flavor fascism. Yes, like pizza. It's like original. I think pizza, isn't pizza from New York, I think. Here's one thing. I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, but they didn't have tomatoes in Italy until after they met the New World. So Italy, though we think of them as the big tomato place of the world, it's really, they got it from somewhere. They got it from the Americas. That's where it came from. They got their tomatoes.
Is that where the tomatoes came from?
Yes,
Americas?
yes. Also, another little factoid, I believe, is that there was a time and they were hungry. And they had stuff to eat, but it wasn't very good. They didn't have a lot of spices at that time. And since they started throwing oregano on everything, and that kind of became like a thing for them. And that's why it's still a thing for them. That's why their culture has a familiar flavor, is because of the oregano and the garlic that they kind of thing. We had a caller. I lost them, but we had a caller. And I probably will turn off the caller ID. I don't know how I feel about that either. Peru-ish. All sticks bundled, no opposition tolerated, theoretically. Fascista. Good morning, theoretically. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you're having a wonderful time. John Darwin 7 is here. We, of course, naturally have our lurkers. We have the lurkers. But you know what? We'll have the number up. So if somebody wants to call, we'll just kind of do that. We'll kind of keep this up for the show. I'll try to remember to keep an eye on over here.
Oh, yeah, because it's a different...
Yeah. It's a little weird. It's kind of the way they charge for the thing, is a little on the weird side. But it is what it is. We got a super chat. Did you see the super chat?
I did.
Let me see if I can. Oh, wow. It was a $10 super chat from Kelly Scherer. I hope I said your name, Kelly. If UFOs could be proven and you possess the proof and the means to prove it, would it be prudent to share said proof with the world? I'll let you go first, Miss Ryan.
I would share. I'm not going to be stingy. These people need to know they need to chill the F out. That we are not alone in the universe. We need to get along with each other, because if we continue to separate ourselves by our differences, we are going to be at other alien species' disposal. So I would say we need to share it and we need to get our shit together.
I like it. I think, why would they invite us to party with them whenever we can't even get along with each other?
Just saying.
Yeah.
If I came here and I knew what we were up to, I'd be like, I think the best bet would just be to murk all these people and take the planet.
Yeah, but I'm not. Yes. That's a great answer. Kelly, I think I would obviously want the world to know. And the reason why is because I would want to know. I'm hoping that if that person out there is ever given the choice, they would choose the same.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thinking.
What would you do? We want to know what you would do,
yes,
Kelly.
What would you do? Would you keep that to yourself, or would you
stingy?
Yeah.
Or we share the wealth?
That's right. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. UFOs are just things we can't identify. Doesn't mean little green men. It doesn't mean little green men. And I don't know. It's a kind of a fuzzy thing, really. I believe in extraterrestrials. I believe there's something out there. I don't know if it's coming here or not. I don't know if it's ever come here or not. I can't say that it's come here or not. I'm just saying the universe is too vast. I don't know if you guys saw this, but they landed on a meteorite. Is that what a comet, Bennu. Then they brought back all this stuff, and they've got all the makings of life on that.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
All the little things that you would need are on that comet to make life. So it's
it does make you wonder, is that
right.
that could have been the thing that done us in, started us up.
That's true. Now, there's also another thing. There's a thing about, would they really evolve into creatures like us? That's an excellent question. I'm glad you asked. And here's my thoughts on that. That is like, you know how many crabs, how many different creatures have evolved into crabs? If you look in our biosphere, there are a shit ton of different, they all look like crabs, but they're not crabs. There's one group that we officially call Crabus, cancer, whatever. The other ones weren't cancer. They just kind of evolved into cancer to look like crabs because it's a very functional shape and it works.
Yeah.
And so that's why on our planet, there's different kinds of fishes, different kinds. You look at a dolphin, and before the dolphin was an ichthyosaur. And an ichthyosaur looked about like a dolphin. It's about the same size as a dolphin. It swam like a dolphin. It ate like a dolphin. There is this niche of creature that is filled by certain things over time based on the environment and the ecosystem. And crabs being one of them. Homo sapiens, Homo denisovians, Homo neanderthals, Homo florensis. There's a lot of homos out there. I'm just saying.
There's a lot.
So now, of course, in order to get to Homo, very true, you did have to go down a lot of branches to get to Homo, to get to humans, to get to sapiens. However, we can look in nature right now and find representatives of almost every stage of that development. You see that thing where I don't really like it. It's not a good example of evolution, but it shows like a monkey down, like a chimpanzee over here, and it kind of walks up right to a human. That's a horrible example of evolution, but that's kind of how over time it went, because we started as a creature like this, and then we went up to a creature like we are now. Those creatures don't exist anymore. They're gone. They just kind of look like what we know as chimpanzees. From those creatures came chimpanzees that look more like our ancestors, that kind of thing. The point being is that given the same circumstances on other worlds, I feel like it is kind of possible and plausible that if they ever got to the size of creature as we are on their planet, they would eventually get to something similar to us. It's like an eventuality.
Yeah.
And see, like
the
that
shape works.
Right. So that thing where we had those lists of monkeys, the list of apes leading up to us. Here we are, right? Well, let's take us away. Boom, now we're gone. And now let's give this ape 150,000 years or a million years. And that ape may eventually evolve into a sentient human being, like a Homo whatever. The one, right now we've got something that looks like the ape, a chimpanzee. It looks like a chimpanzee. We come from chimpanzee. We didn't. They came from the same thing. But imagine 3 million years from now, left alone, the chimpanzee may evolve to look like us. And they've used tools already. It may not even take 3 million years. So I just kind of feel like out there somewhere, there's things similar to us. Life is so common. The makings of it is so common. Yeah.
Life finds a way. I always just think of that stupid Jurassic Park quote. Life will find a way. You just never know what's possible. You'd be surprised. Have you ever seen, there is a cartoon, alien cartoon, and it shows, what is it called? You're so dumb. I think the makers of The Simpsons make that show. They're like on a spaceship. Yes, thank you. Sorry.
Futurama.
What is that? yes, that's the damn show, Futurama. But there's this one skit where like they show like that alignment, that line up of what you said, like, you know, from here to here. And he's like, yeah, well, what about this one? He's like, oh, there you go. Here's more. And he's like, yeah, but what about this? And he's like, oh, and it just keeps expanding as they show like, no, we've got evidence that all of this has happened. I just love that clip. It's really cool.
Yeah. And evolution is just a fantastic thing to me. It's just, yeah. So that was a very, very long-winded answer to the question of yes.
Yes.
I would tell people. Dave Murphy's throwing coin at us as well. Hosea 13, 16, 17 is a horrific verse. Let's do that. Hosea. Who's a hoe now? Hosea.
Hosea. Meet you all the way. Hosea.
Meet you. Hey, that's cool. We're that old. Hosea.
I know, right? I love that song though. What was it? Verses 16 through 17. Wait,
my goodness.
Am I dumb? Hold on. What? Wait a minute. Oh, it's probably because it's a different version. This one is just 16. It doesn't have a 17.
Oh, 13.
But it says the people of Samaria must bear their guilt because they have rebelled against their God. They will fall by the sword. Their little ones will be dashed to the ground. Their pregnant women ripped open. That's just really sweet.
Really? Interesting. Fascinating.
The next time that like a friend of mine has a baby and they have a baby shower, I'm going to like get a scripture on the baby's little jammies.
Oh, that's a good one.
Just have the scripture.
Yes. Oh, you know what you could do? Have the scripture and then underneath there, like on the bib have, don't dash me on the rocks. You could do that.
Please.
Please don't
dash me. Mommy.
Yes, no dash.
Love you, Mommy.
That's fantastic. Thank you for the super chat, Dave. Very much appreciate that. Yeah, that's a horrific one. That kind of echoes Psalms 126. I think it's Psalms 126 where they say
dashing against the rock, the babies, happier them or whatever.
Yeah, happier they who do. Yes, of course. I don't like kids, so maybe it's fun. Who knows? I don't know. It's just socially unacceptable. Who am I to go against social norms? But if ever comes around where it's like socially cool again to dash children against the rocks, who am I to go against social norms? Right. I'm not one to go against societal norms is all I'm saying.
Oh, man. The audience is hungry for blood.
They are. Natal hemoglobin, not just any kind of blood. Rainbow ash.
Is that is that where the adrenochrome or something comes from?
Hydrochlorochrome? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Whatever those QAnons call it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I wish that, evolution will take care of those people. That's how I feel.
We would hope.
Given enough time. For $2, Rainbow Ash, thank you, Rainbow, says, let's read more baby-killing verses. I'm hungry, Rainbow.
Oh, my.
Did you see that? Oh, my goodness. Pale horse. God, gray old man. Dude, you are.
Child dash.
I dig it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. That's,
Hello, I need a fresh.
I've got to report. I've got to report someone.
911.
Yes, somebody needs to keep away from children. Don't let this person near children. Yeah, that person and the president. Isn't that weird? I'm really kind of happy how well this show has gone, considering the audio. It all worked. Once I figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
We've quite a few times we've had people call in and say, how do you call the show? Well, now we can do that. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I don't know. John Hudson, adrenochrome. Oh, adrenochrome. Oh, I see. As in androgynous. Interesting. Is essential for your youth.
That's allegedly the stuff that people were the Pizzagate.
Oh, really? Bleeding young people, children, so they could get that
Yeah,
fluid
like
out of
there's
them?
something in it that makes them powerful or live forever or whatever the frack.
Man, I think that's a fantastical idea. That's,
Ay, ay, ay.
huh. Why didn't I think of that?
Oh, dippy
Well,
egg.
you know what we've learned today, or this year, what we've learned, especially with the Epstein files, it was never about the victims with them. Remember, they went in there charging into that pizza thing, thinking they were saving the victim, but it was never, ever, ever about the victims. It was always about trying to make Hillary Clinton look bad. They believed the worst about her and followed that worst to its end point, which led them to the pizza place because they wanted to believe that. So,
Yep.
yes, take that.
Exactly. Lots of virtue signaling happening there.
Right. Yes. Let's see about that Hosea's verse. So what happened to Europe these days for abandoning God? You know, I don't really know. That's that's kind of a complicated question. You know, which God? Europe? I don't know. Man, this is just such a thing. Really, to be honest, if it wasn't for Catholicism, Europe would have gotten even worse than they were. The church kind of propped up civilization, if you want to say, from like the Dark Ages. We call it the Dark Ages because they suppressed science, but they were also, like there were all these like shit little baronies and just, it was nowhere safe to be. It was not Europe was not a safe place to be throughout this time period. But if you went to a monastery, you could be safe. If you joined a church, if you were part of a church, if you were a nun, you could be safe.
Right. Yeah. I guess there were at times draws to religion.
Yeah, just a few times.
It could have been something else, though. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, if we had some kind of secular organized shit that's been around for ages, that could have worked as well.
Goblin asks, exactly what are the QAnon saying about the Epstein files? Nothing. What are the NRA doing about the fascist dictatorship, the threat from within? Nothing. Crickets. Creaky.
Yep, nothing. This is like the biggest cover up we have of the century. This is like the biggest scandal since, it's bigger than Watergate or whatever the hell that was called.
Blown wide open and nobody's going to be punished for it. The people are so powerful. No one is going to. Chris. Everybody knows. It's not like we can even hide it. Am I right? Look at Ryan. Her brain is melting. Ryan, you got the floor.
Because back in the day when I was a kid, like I remember the days of like the newscasters just not going off the goddamn air because they like something big is happening and they won't stop talking about it. Yes. And it just seems like I don't watch the news because I don't watch TV, but when I scroll and it comes across my feed, I hear people talking about the most ridiculous stories. Like, sure, the news is appropriate to talk about the news, but like the big stories should take precedent. And you'd think that a child sex ring, trafficking ring, international would be like worldwide news.
One would think.
But it's practically crickets. If it weren't for the influencers and independent media grabbing onto it and not letting go,
you're right.
They would have already pretended like it didn't happen.
They very much would have. And you know what? They still are. I'm amazed by how they're just like, okay, they'll release that. Everybody knows. See you tomorrow. Where are the conservatives that pulled this man out of office? They're the ones who have the power in the Congress and in the Senate. They have the power right now to do these things. Where are they? What are they doing? Why are they not doing what they're supposed to be doing?
And why aren't
his ass for office? Why
aren't more journalists making a fuss about it? Like if you worked at CNN or ABC, I guess I would just be fired. I'd be the person who'd be fired.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're not going to stop me from talking. I'm going to bring it up in every conversation. And the temperature was 80 degrees today. And when the children that Epstein, I just find a way to work it in.
It's just, I know. And, this is my thing. I know if you're a person out there, a career individual, and you're seeing Donald Trump tell that woman Piggy to shut up, calling her a piggy and telling her to shut up, and you didn't step up, any one of those men in that room had said, hey, you don't talk to women like that. Fuck you. You don't talk to, and just got on his ass right there. That person would have lost their job, and they'd have never worked a day in their life again. They'd have been they'd have been a national hero. They'd be able to write books telling stories about what happened. But no, they're towing the line. Why are
so
they
different now? Times have really changed when it comes to people's tenacity about right and wrong.
Yes. It's very bothersome. And
it's the decay.
It makes you ashamed.
It's funny. They like try to say it's like because of Christianity is dying. No, your radicalism is what's causing the problem. Your insistence on this control that everybody does exactly what you deem to be the right thing because your Bible says so.
Right.
Mm.
That part of that is I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what they do with themselves. It's that they give a shit. They give a shit what I do with myself and what you do with yourself and what Ember does with herself and what Bree does with herself and what all these people who they should have none of their business, none of their fucking business. But because I guess the Bible tells them so, they can hum that. For the Bible tells me you're going to hell and you're going to hell and you're going to hell unless you've been to my God.
I guess.
Interesting.
That makes you feel better. If that's how you feel, you're going to bring people in, go for it. But the decline in this country is the decline is because of that attitude. The decline in this country is because you have undermined all of the rights, our freaking Constitution. I mean, you name it. We're tearing apart the fabric of what this country was supposed to be. And yes, I know it was never the freedom loving. I get that.
We know that.
The facade is at least gone now. You know what I'm saying? At least we had a facade. That's not even here anymore.
It's like, I know a facade protects the bad guys. We know that.
It does.
Sometimes a facade protects everybody. The fact that they never went fully openly right-wing McCarthy, the way the whole government never went that way, there was limits.
Right. There was at least some kind of limitations and a line in the sand that we didn't cross, and especially and specifically the president. We held him, or we were supposed to hold them to a different standard. Right. Of course, I don't know. I wasn't really into politics, but to me, it seemed as such when Clinton did wrong, everybody was on fire. I was like, oh, okay, this is like how this country gets down when it comes to keeping the president like on the regular. I'm good with that, but that's not what that was. That's not what's happening.
Do you remember the tan suit?
Oh God, yeah, because Obama wore a tan suit. Like, are you kidding me? Suit. That's the weirdest thing to have something up your butt, a stick up your butt about.
Can you imagine how they would be blowing their minds if he was to put the Barack Obama and John F. Kennedy Memorial? Can you imagine what they would do if Barack Obama destroyed the East Wing? Can you imagine?
They would have rioted.
Yeah,
they would have lost their ever-loving mind if he did anything that Trump has done.
Oh, so true. And now, I mean, Trump can't get. I mean, it's really scary. What doesn't seem to be like there's anything holding him back. At this point, he can do anything. So when is he just going to start doing anything? Seems like he still has some limits. And once those limits are gone.
He is having his ass handed to him in courts. Like there are a lot of judges, thank goodness for them, who are holding the line and continue to, to go up against them when it comes to like the ICE and, state rights and yada. But again, as you said, practically, he'll just have Steve Miller or
Right.
Keg's Breath go on Fox and explain it all away. And then if you can just get freaking Stephen Miller to yell at people for 5 minutes, then everything Trump did and said is fine now. Like it just erase.
Right. Well, you know, oh, wait, there's Epstein files. Let me reach over here and attack Venezuela or these boats or any of that business. Any of those distractions are enough to get him removed from office. It's just disgusting. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute. Yeah, we'll be back. Let's go with this one. And I'll end the show with the Pharaoh's Curse. But right now we're going to do Wild Bill. Hello, and welcome to Shakespeare with a Redneck. Finally, I'm Wild Bill Wigglestick, and this is my trusty sidekick, Willie the Kid. And we'll be your handsome hosts, your gilded guide, your cowboys, concierges to Shakespeare. Oh, how cute. Wait, is that at 2, Ollie? Run along, little doggy. Bill, where the hell have you been? Well, you know, I've been roaming the earth, going back and forth upon it, to and fro and whatnot. Ah, I like to travel too. Wait a second. Yep, back and forth upon earth, doing unto others before they do unto me. Bill, are you quoting the Bible? Trying to quote the Bible? Indeed I am. Despite my appearance, I am a man of culture and know many things, not just Shakespeare. Really? So you have a Shakespeare monologue related to atheism or skepticism? Indeed I do. Bear witness. Oh, this is going to be good. This is the excellent foppery of the world, that when we are sick in fortune, often the product of our own behavior, we make guilty of our disasters the sun, the moon, and stars, as if we were villains on necessity, fools by heavenly compulsion, knaves, thieves, and treacherous by spherical predominance, drunkards, liars, and adulterers by an enforced obedience of planetary influence. And all that we are evil in by a divine thrusting on. An admirable evasion of whoremaster man to lay his goatish disposition to the charge of a star. My father compounded with my mother under the dragon's tail, and my nativity was under Ursa Major, so that it follows I am rough and lecherous. I should have been that I am had the maidenliest star in the firmament twinkled on my bastardizing. Wow, that really is spot on about what we cover here on the channel, about how, people... So here's a quick rundown of the situation. Bill, this non-believer, ignores the teachings of his learned father and ends up getting 4 people killed. Bill, that's not... Okay. Carry on. Shakespeare was a heathenistic non-believer bound for the fiery pits of hell, just like yourselves. I don't think. And in order to throw the murderous church of the time off his heathen trail, he writes the skeptic as a sneaking, lying, adulterated father and brother, hating and betraying villain who ends up getting his comeuppance in the end. Bill, oh, come on, man. You're always blah, blah, Bible stuff, blah, blah, boring. You got to spice things up. Bill, tacos are spicy. Everybody loves tacos. Bill, tacos and boobies. Okay, you're not wrong there either. Tasty and delicious culture, baby, coming at you. Avoid the storm of familial discontent. Blow winds and clap your cheeks by clicking that subscribe button and hitting that. Wait a second. Don't you mean crack your cheeks? Nope. Bill. Send safely, my friends. Take care.
Peace.
We're back, like in and now. Very fast warning. Little to no warning. Yes. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. I noticed you guys enjoyed our boobies. Thank you for enjoying the boobies. Now, this evening, let me test, guys. I don't know. I've been tinkering with some stuff. So let me make sure that our links are still where I didn't see the other one. Let's go Discord. Discord. Let's see if Discord actually shows up there, and it does. Okay, so now I want to check the alert and see if the alert works. Alert. I hear it. What do you hear? Do you hear anything?
I do not.
Vune. All right, well, it worked for me. I don't know who it did not work for. Now, that would be, where is that coming from? That's coming from. Let me go here. Boop. Let me go alert again. Moo. Good morning, Moo Man. Okay, it must be this one then. I'll put it to Ryan, and we're going to do it one more time and then out to OBS. And if this works right, you guys will actually be able to hear the alert. Here we go. Are you ready? Peep this, my homies. You did not hear it?
Mm-mm.
You did not hear it. Are you sure?
I don't hear it.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor. Not one of these things. All right, I'll have to figure it out later. I was hoping. Did y'all hear it? Did they hear it? I don't know if they heard it.
Y'all hear
Nobody
it?
saying they heard it.
Murr.
We did get a moo out of them, though. That's fantastic. YouTuber Grudge, good morning. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, so if that one works, that one does work for me at least. Now, okay, you heard it. So that's good. It doesn't work for everybody. It only works, I think, for mods. I think. So you have to be a mod in order for it to work, I do believe. But that's good, because sometimes with these new fancy settings, we don't have sound. Well, I guess what? We ain't got no sound. The last one was doubted. Previous were also audible. Oh, the last one was doubled. Previous was audible. Thank you. Thank you. I'll work it out. I appreciate that. Rainbow asked, did the alert thing, and it did not go off. Oh, I'll work on that. No. Oh, yeah. Well, there's a cooldown. Yeah, I think there's a cooldown, so that may be happening. I doubt it, though. I think he just doesn't like Rainbow.
Sorry, Rainbow. I didn't do it.
Richard, good morning. Yeah, good morning, Richard. 1:40 in the a.m. I usually get up about that time. Why are you up so stupid early or very late?
Or are you up early, or are you just not going to bed yet?
Yeah.
What's the dealio? Maybe they've been up since New Year's. You know how they do in Australia.
Because I'm back to the same schedule as school since I'm going back on the 6th. Okay, cool. You're going to get all smartified.
Good for you, YouTuber.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Kindergarten or first grade?
Once you're done, come educate me, would you?
Yes.
Please and thank you.
Yeah, I don't see it working for other people. It does work for me. It doesn't work for other people. So sad, very sad. It's just a sad thing. I think it's sad. I'll do it again, though, for funs. It's sad that Ryan can't hear it. I really want her to be able to hear it.
I'm sad.
Out to Ryan. It all says.
Oh, now I hear it.
You hear it. Okay.
Yep.
There we go. All right.
You did it.
Yay. I'm not as dumb as I look. Wow. Anonymous is in Tasmania, 2:42 a.m. We are broadcasting all over the world. Not like high class folk, just like, normal folk all over the world. I'm a jerk.
All the normal folk.
All the normal folk. Thank you very much. That's awesome that you guys would spend your time with us. I really feel like I need to perform better. Dance, monkey, dance.
Tasmania. They got the devils there. They're real animals, aren't they? The Tasmanian devils?
They are real animals. They are. My understanding, you know how I say that sort of thing. When they eat, do you know when they eat? They scream. And they do a lot of that at night. They eat a lot at night. They're mostly, I believe, nocturnal. So if you're
God,
near
could you
them,
imagine hearing that?
Yeah, that's the Tasmanian devil.
I mean, he did sound like that, though, on the cartoon.
Yeah. But the scary screaming, the Tasmanian devil, that's probably where they get their name. Devil.
They're danger. Oh,
they
that's
are
horrible.
endangered. My understanding is they have a form of cancers. Something where they get it on their face, and they spread by contact, and they touch each other on the face. That's part of their thing, and they've spread this disease among themselves,
Oh,
and
no.
they've been pretty much wiped out. A lot of them.
It's horrible.
Chris Mallard, according to Godwin, says Tasmanian devils mating is just like in Bugs cartoons. I have to say, I never actually saw them mate in the cartoons. I may have to scroll back through and see what I can find.
Right.
Was it the?
I know, maybe a big tornado.
Yeah. Well, you know, there was a time where there's interesting things that have happened. Australia, I believe, waged war against the kangaroos, the Australian guy, and they lost. Good for you, kangaroos. And also, I believe it was Napoleon waged a war against rabbits, and he lost.
What is wrong with people?
A lot, really. A lot. There's a lot wrong. Emus. They were emus. Oh, it was emus. Yes, emus. Not kangaroos. It was emus. I think emus are even more dangerous than kangaroos. Because they're
fast.
They're fast, but they've also got those huge claws, like 6-inch
Talons,
claws.
right?
That they kick out with their feet. So they'll jump at you and they'll kick you with their feet and gut you like a fish.
Feet first, bitch.
Yes. Godwin says rabbits will outbreed you every time, but it's worth trying to beat them. It's always just fun to try. Give it a try. Joe Dirt is here. Good morning, Joe Dirt.
Pump.
All these wonderful people. You know, we may even have callers on the line. And I don't know, because I ain't been watching the phone. Who was not watching the phone? Did I even have it open?
Oopsie daisies.
Oopsie daisies. Okay, no, we don't. Good. Well, you know what? We have it. We're fixing to wrap up the show now. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and... No, we're good. We're good. We got the call. We got it tested and everything, Kelly. It actually worked. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hang that up. And we're going to do it again. We're going to keep doing it. Let me take this down. I'm going to go boop. Do you have an atheist friend or family member who's a good person and you don't want to see them end up in hell? But now they're on their deathbed. Time is running out. They've been there for you and now you want to be there for them. But how can you save them from your all-loving, forgiving God and its eternal lake of fire? Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles. No more worries of loved ones meeting their resolution without absolution. Now you too can flourish your faith on the weak and helpless in their final moments. Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles are designed specifically for the weak and infirmed. Extra large type for failing eyes seeing their last. Deluxe editions come complete with a post-mortem Mother Teresa would have approved baptismal kit. Also available in heathen and heretic versions. Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles. Coming to a Walmart. You know, I don't know if you guys noticed, I hit the wrong button. I was saying I need to turn off our button there and our collars off. All right, guys, let's read our super chats and we're gonna go do the thing. I will play the what do y'all call it? The syphilis song to end the show after we do our super chats. For $10, Left-Handed Jedi says there is a great theory about the original Alien movie that the crew were clones. The company kept rerunning the experiment with subtle variations. That's an interesting theory. I've never heard of that.
Cool.
I didn't know that the whole David thing, creating the xenomorphs. Yeah. Dade Murphy's throwing some Bible scriptures at us. For $2, he said Ecclesiastes 3:19 is the most based verse. It's interesting that a holy book would actually have, competition of what is the most base and disgusting verse in that book. Thank you for that, Dade. Kelly Scherer said for $9.99, if UFOs could be proven and you possess the proof and the means to prove it, would it be prudent to share the proof with the world?
Share.
I also want to mention real quick for those of you that if the U.S. government had it, we would know. If the government had, and Donald Trump knew about it, and he has apparently the power over the whole government, if Donald Trump would have told us about alien contact just to distract us from the Epstein files
Right.
and all the other shit. Yeah, he's thrown everything at the wall. There's no reason why he wouldn't have told us. So that's why in your hearts, my friends, know in your hearts. That
They could even make it up.
Yeah, that if Joe Biden is in the Epstein files, there ain't nothing bad in there. Because if there were, they would have produced it already. I'm just saying. So then we have Hosea 13:16 and 17 through 17 is a horrific verse. Love it, says Dave Murphy. Yes, that's one of the ones that's talking about dashing children. Not as in children running, but is in grabbing children and dashing them against something. I know. It's like a fun time game, like throwing those arrows in the air. You remember those?
Oh yeah, I used to
lawn
love
darts.
that. Lawn darts, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Trump said he would release the files and Area 51 stuff. Yeah, and so much for that. Let's see. Rainbow Ash for $2 says, let's read more baby killing verses. I'm hungry, baby, hungry, baby. And Godwin for $7. Godwin 7 for $2 says exactly what are QAnon saying about the Epstein files. And I gotta say, man, they're way too quiet. MAGA is way too quiet and supportive of Donald Trump. It's not like there's a little bit of stuff in there. He is all over the Epstein files, more than anybody else.
To the point that they've hidden his name intentionally. Why would you hide his name if you thought it was nothing and it was all a hoax?
To the point that it took tens of thousands of dollars and hundreds of FBI agents, I guess over $1 million worth of FBI agent time.
Taking off important jobs.
Yes, to do this. Anyway.
And
Ryan,
poorly.
And poorly. Very true. Very true. Ryan, thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you Tuesday. Have a wonderful weekend. Send safely, Ryan. Guys, you have a great day. I'm gonna play the Pharaoh's Curse song for you, for those of you who love it. And we will see you Friday or Monday, Tuesday, that day that we're back.
Mi burrito es tan bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco bueno, it stings like a bee. They told me she was his sister, now I'm plagued between the knees. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs.